Hello, and welcome to me, Dazblade, and my adventures in Minecraft. Okay, so today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get two of the Octagons completed. One of the Octagons is going to be the villager breeding station. So we need to get that completed so that we can then move on to getting our villager breeder created. Once we've got the villager breeder created, we can then move on to getting our iron farm created. So, yeah. But first, let's just jump into some speedy time and get those Octagons created. See you on the other side. Okay, so with two of the Octagons built, we are now making some progress in the base area. I got this villager breeder set up. It works, does what it's supposed to do, but because I built this floor on slabs, it's making it a bit awkward to control the babies as they come out. So basically we've got minecarts inside this dispenser with a little button on top. Press the button, dispenser pops out. Now, the problem I have at the moment is if I don't do something about it, when a baby is born, he's going to walk off the platform, the water's going to carry him down to here, and then he's going to come running out here and start running all over here. And you know what babies are like. They like to get on these beds and jump up and down on the beds and play around. And yeah, it's a bit of a pain. So I've got to come up with a way, an easy way of doing this. Now, I thought about putting this trap door here. So what I can do is when a baby's born, put the trap door. Trapdoor's gone the wrong way. Well, let's assume that the trapdoor is the right way, and it's actually blocking this entrance here. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So that will keep the baby villager in there for until I decide to release him, of course. However, we don't want the baby villagers growing up into adult villagers, do we? Because then they're not going to be able to get out without actually start breaking stuff. So what I need to do is plan it so as I'm breeding up the villagers, temporarily stop the baby from coming out, and then quickly release the trapdoor to release the villager, and quickly press the button to release a minecart, like so. Now, I need this to work every time, all the time, ideally, because what I don't want is the villager to have a little baby villager to have got out and already moved off the rail. Thereby, the minecart is going to completely miss him anyway. So, yeah, so I need to put a bit more thought into how to make this a bit more efficient, so it works as stated. But it's done. We have a villager breeder. So this means we can now build our iron farm, which is going to go in that octagon over there. However, that octagon over there is not completed. It's the only one of the 3 that isn't completed yet. So the iron burner. What am I talking about? The iron farm will be going on the back burner for a short while, and I think the next thing to do is to start populating our little trading hall in there. I want to make a few preparations first before I start bringing villagers over. So, again, I'm going to need to get creative with this rail system. So what I've thought about doing is having a rail system that runs alongside here. So it'll run, so maybe come out here, so where we got it. So maybe extend this railway over here, and then this can run adjacent to the hall, taking our villagers over there. But when we get our villagers over there, we need them in the trading hall, don't we? So, got quite a bit to think about with this. Now we need to clean up some of this mess that we've made here. To get when we got our first 2 villagers out of that little house there, transported them over to our village breeder. All this bit here is no longer needed. Probably, well, let's just take it down to about here, because I haven't decided where the iron farm's going to go yet. I mean, obviously we've got to finish the octagon first before we can put the iron farm in. So let's just break from here. Okay, so we got the mess cleaned up. Let's just put the wall back in on this house. Yeah, that'll do. Right, we need to make our way back, and we can then start working on the villager wall. Oh gosh, I'm not going that way. Let's stick to the path where it's all nicely lighted up. Yeah, please don't come and get me, Enderman. I didn't look at you. I know what drama queens you are. Do not follow me. Okay, that's all that cleaned up. Now we're back here. This is where the trading ore is going to go. But what is the best way to do this? Should I break two blocks so they actually go inside? We're having two villagers per 4 block section. That's 2, 4, 6, etc., etc. I think we wanted in position 1 and position 3. Now, if I do that, then the villagers aren't going to be able to see each other. Now, ain't it a thing that if the villagers can see each other and you trade with one particular village, don't they sort of like pass the information on to lower their prices as well? I don't know if that's a thing or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Or could we just put in the legwork and just get them down to the best prices possible? Whatever. That way, it doesn't really matter whether they see each other or not. So let's just have a quick look. So if we took that one out, let's take that one out and that one out. So we've got villagers here, village spaces. Once we get the villager in and trapdoor up either side, it will stop them from coming out, because sometimes we might need to destroy the profession work block. So say we're going for a librarian here, and with the librarian we want to get I don't know, mending, unbreaking. If we're specifically going for say like mending first, then obviously as soon as I put the what's it called? What's one of those things called? Those things that holds the book. One of those things that turns a villager into a librarian. That particular thing, that profession block. When we put it down there for the first time, the librarian might decide, oh, I'll give you Curse of Vanishing. And might not particularly want Curse of Vanishing, so we break the block, put it down again, try to get another trade with him. And you know, you keep doing that over and over again. But while you're doing that, you don't want the villager to be able to run out and escape. So if we put trapdoors on the ceiling of each of their bays, they shouldn't be able to get out. That should keep them in place. Now the blocks that I've just broken, what if we just put those behind the villager? Like so. I mean, you're not really going to see it much because the villager's going to be stood under there, but you know, it's like for consistency, isn't it? To keep the pattern going. And to be honest, I wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that it's just like dirt blocks behind the villagers, irrelevant of whether we can see these or not. I just still wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Now that I feel more comfortable with. That I'm not comfortable with. That I'm not comfortable with. So I think we're going to extend these floors. Keep it, like I say, keep it all nice and consistent and, you know, looking nice, I guess. We want it to look nice, don't we? So let's get these little bays, let's get these carved out, and we can, once we've got that done, that's one job less to done. Should I do those as well? Probably. And that way we can then start breeding some villagers and getting them transported over here. Yay! So we've got all our villager bays dug out and completed and ready to put our trading villagers in there. I'm just wondering, you know, whether to make it faster, could stick a little piston under here, and then when we place, say for instance we're doing a librarian and we place the lectern on top. Lectern! That's it, isn't it? Lectern! It was a lectern. That was the word I couldn't think of before. Hey. Got there in the end. So we put the lectern on there, piston underneath it, press a button, and that'll pull the lectern down. So basically when we try to get the trade that we want with our villager, that's the method that we can use. If they give us a trade we don't want, push the button, lectern's pulled down, push the button, lectern's pulled back up again. So that'll convert the villager back to a normal villager and then back to a librarian again, and until we get the desired trade. Once we've done that, we then need to look into, I mean, we don't need to, but we want our prices as cheap as possible, don't we? So we need to look into a way of getting some kind of zombie action on the go, so we can then cure the villager and bring the prices down. But yeah, that's all a problem for future, Daz. For now, just before we wrap up this episode, what I want to show you is just to give you an idea how long these glass corridors are, so that you can appreciate why I don't want to be walking up and down or sprinting up and down them all the time. And it'll be a lot faster when we put in blue ice and use boats for racing along these corridors. So I'm going to walk all the way down there. I'm not going to sprint, I'm just going to walk. So this is me walking down one of the corridors going over to the other octagon there, which we can see. That's where our villager breeder is, and hopefully you can see now. This gives you an idea of how long these corridors actually are, and you know, you just don't want to be walking back and forth or sprinting back and forth. So now I'm going to sprint. So this time I'm sprinting. Yes, we are moving faster, but it's still not fast enough, is it? You know, you don't want to be spending ages when you know, when you're moving between these rooms, these octagon rooms. So hopefully that will give you an idea now as to how long these corridors are and why we made the decision to put blue ice in there and have a boat transport system. And with that, we'll knock it on the head for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.